There we go. So we are also live on YouTube. Hey guys, welcome. We are excited to be sharing with you about the Beachbody coaching opportunity today. I have my partner in crime, my business partner, best friend, Kristen Richards with me. We are going to try and speed through a whole lot of information, so we may talk a little fast. Don't worry, if you have questions, we are going to be able to answer them later for you guys. But because it is a lot of information, we tend to go through this PowerPoint presentation a little fast. If you know us a little bit, like if you've been following us, or perhaps you've done a challenge group with us, you have a little bit of an idea what we're talking about. If you're brand new to this, we're going to try to give you a little bit of information, so not to overwhelm you. But if you are curious, you can always go back and look at our Instagram or look at our Facebook and just kind of like get an idea of what we do. But let me pull up my PowerPoints here, because that will make everything so much easier. Here we go. All right, here we go. So today we're talking about the Beachbody coaching opportunity. I'm going to go ahead and let Kristen introduce herself first, and I will talk second. But go ahead, Kristen. You want to say hi?
Yeah. Hey, guys. Thanks so much for hopping on with us. We're really excited to bring you some information and just an amazing opportunity to learn more about something we didn't even know existed 5 years ago. My name is Kristen Richards. I'm from Fredericksburg, Virginia. I am your average next door kind of girl. I am a mom of 3 boys. I'm married. I am a labor and delivery nurse, and I got involved with holistic health coaching after my second son. I gained 90 pounds. I was on blood pressure medication, cholesterol medication. I had an extra 90 pounds. Come on, guys. At 24 years old, and standing in the mirror, looking at myself, looking at my toddler and my newborn, I felt so alone and isolated, not sure how I was ever going to drop the weight. I was working full time, alternating hours between nights and days. And then when I was home, it was just run around with kids. If you are a mom or if you're busy, then you kind of understand where I'm coming from. You're so focused on everybody else's needs that at the end of the day, you kind of forget about yours. And, oh, I ate once today. And, oh, I'm exhausted. So I'm so stressed. What was I doing? I was checking out with a bottle of wine every single night. And I knew something had to change, but I wasn't sure where to start. I saw the diets. I saw people going to the gym. I didn't know a thing about health and fitness. Not one. And I went to my doctor, and that was it. That physical assessment, I had to make a change. And the doctor said, you just got to change your lifestyle. But what does that really look like? It was so confusing to me, and I just didn't have the time. I needed somebody to give me the steps. And at the time, there wasn't that for myself. So I just kind of did my own thing. I spent 2 frustrating years trying to take the weight off, yo-yo dieting up and down, but I did find a love for clean eating and working out. And when I came across these programs that I could do from home, it was a game changer for me. And so now here we are. If you follow me on Instagram, my Facebook, then you know I have such a passion and love for this. And not just for the lifestyle, but actually being able to teach other people with not having any experience. I'm just giving plans and sharing the same tools that I personally use every single day. And with my last baby recently, I took off 60 pounds while breastfeeding and taking care of 3 boys. So it is definitely possible. And if this sounds like something that you are going through, or you know someone who's going through, then let them know that there is help, and that we are so happy that this mission and paying it forward is here for you to have a look at. So thanks.
Awesome. So I'll go next. So pretty much I started after Kristen started. I was actually her first coach. As a mom that had just had a baby and gained 65 pounds in my pregnancy. I could go on and give you many sad stories about how I got to those 65 pounds after my pregnancy. You can see a picture there on the right of what I actually got to 205 pounds. which had been my heaviest. I had always been like a super active girl, always really, really enjoyed sports. I played volleyball in high school. I like to run, and I was always very, very busy. And so gaining weight was not something that I really worried about. My diet completely 100% sucked, but I was just an active girl that didn't gain weight. So I really didn't worry about it until I got pregnant with my second child, which at that point I had just come off a couple of miscarriages, and we had a little bit of we were having a lot of problems conceiving. And so when I got pregnant with this child, it was brought up to me that perhaps it was my active lifestyle that was making me miscarry. And at that point, I was just terrified of doing anything that would remotely even get close to threatening that pregnancy. So at that point, I just dropped everything that I was doing. I used to run 5 miles a day back then. And I just dropped absolutely 100% everything that I was doing. And I sat on the couch and I ate cake. I really like cake. If you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you know my story. You know that I love cake. I love champagne. And so that's pretty much what I did. I ate cake for my entire pregnancy, and I ended up at 205 pounds. And I just didn't know what to do at that point as far as like nutrition to lose the weight. I really couldn't go to a gym. We had just moved to Florida. The baby was, Allie, she's still my difficult child. She was that child that would never sit in a stroller, would never sit in a car seat. And so it just became really difficult for me to get any kind of exercise in. And I used that as a crutch to say that I couldn't lose the weight. And so 8 months later, we were invited to a dinner party. And at this point, I'm already like at my wit's end, right? I've had enough. Like I can't even look at myself in the mirror. I'm literally depressed, crying myself to sleep. Like just didn't even recognize the person who was looking back at the mirror anymore. All of the things that I used to love doing, I couldn't do anymore. I couldn't go to the beach because I hated myself in a bathing suit. Like there was just so many things compiling. Like I didn't want to see my friends. I just became a person that I was not, right? I'm a very bubbly, happy girl most of the time. And at that point, I was just becoming like more and more like my teenage self, which was just covered with anxiety and depression. And I was just, I was in a hole, and I didn't know how to crawl out of it. And we were invited to a dinner party. And at that point was when I realized that I really had no normal clothes to wear to that dinner party. I ended up going to that dinner party with maternity jeans. And this was 8 months after my baby had been born. And that was that was like the straw that broke the camel's back. I said, no more, like something has got to change. I can't continue to live my life like this anymore. And literally the next day, I kid you guys not, it was the next day, I saw something on TV that was an infomercial for a program for Beachbody. And I knew that Kristen was kind of involved in it, but I was like, what if I do it and that doesn't work out and it doesn't work? And I really thought, in the back of my mind, I really thought it was a scam and that it wasn't going to work. And so I didn't say anything to anybody. I just went ahead and like ordered it, but like not with the coach. I just kind of got it by myself. And I was like, I'm going to try to do this. And little by little, just by doing that workout program, while Allie was sleeping, I started to regain my confidence, and I just started to have those happy endorphins flowing in my life again. And I just, little by little, just started to come out of my shell. And finally, when Kristen reached out to me, I think maybe the second or third time, I don't even know, but she had already reached out to me a couple of times, and I had already said no. I was like, no, you're drinking a shake, and I'm not a shake girl. I'm not going to do what you're doing. And, you look a little crazy. But finally, she, because I had been doing it, and I wasn't losing weight because I didn't fix my nutrition, but I was feeling stronger. I could feel myself feeling like myself again. And so when she reached out to me that second, third time, whatever it was, I finally said yes. And then it was a matter of like a couple more months in a challenge group, just following the nutrition program. It's a program called T25, which was super simple. And the weight just melted off. In like 2 months, I was able to do something that I hadn't been able to do in 8 months. So it started to come off, and people started to ask me, what the heck are you doing? Because I just looked fantastic. And they noticed something different about me, just like the way that I was carrying myself, the smile on my face, the confidence back, all that stuff. People started asking me like, what are you doing? And I would just refer them back to Kristen because I had no confidence, no desire to build a business. I just didn't see myself as a coach. I didn't sign up to be a coach. I didn't sign up to start a business. I just wanted to lose some weight. But little by little, as with Kristen's encouragement, she always believed in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. She was always the one that said, girl, you got this. You would be great at this. We're nurses. We're going to save the world. And so that was literally the little push that I needed. Obviously, years later, lots of personal development later, but it just led down a journey. It's such a beautiful journey we'll share a little bit more of the story with you guys, but just so you have an idea that not everybody that comes into this comes with the notion that they're going to start a business. Sometimes they're just looking for something else. So, Kristen, do you want to lead us through the next slide? Hold on, let me see.
Yeah. So a little bit about how we got involved. We really, like Bianca said, I had a little bit of insight into network marketing, but I'm the type of girl that if I walk past a kiosk and somebody tries to sell me something, I'm kind of like, no, thank you. I'm not interested. And then over time with the, evolving of social media on Facebook, I was noticing all of these different businesses popping up. I would see girls sharing and posting, and I was just kind of at that point where, how do they do this? How is this actually a real thing? I thought it was a scam. I wasn't really sure, but I knew I was in the program. I knew that it was working for me. I knew how happy I was becoming, and people started to notice that. They didn't ask me, oh my gosh, tell me about this product or this program, because I wasn't sharing in a way that would speak like that. I was just getting on there and showing how I was grabbing a quick breakfast before I headed out the door to a 12.5-hour nursing shift. I shared how I got a quick 25-minute workout routine in. As a nurse, I started a community page just to give tips and to help out. And that center of influence started to grow. And I was what they started to call a coach. And what was a coach? It was somebody who is inspiring, paying forward, and getting other people involved through their own journey. Now, if you would have asked me a couple years ago, did I research for a coach? Did I research for a team? No, I literally found one girl who friend requested me on Facebook. She resonated to me. She was doing things that spoke to me. And we landed on the #1 team in the network 4 years strong. The training, the mentorship, the community, the friendship, 2 weeks into this, a complete stranger online was like, you're doing amazing. Come to this retreat in Deep Creek, Maryland. And I was like, y'all are crazy. I don't know you, but if you go on YouTube, if you go on all these different sites, it was real. So not only did we get involved, but we got involved kind of big, and we have had so much training and mentorship. We never had to recreate the wheel. Everything was there for us to just pick up and do our thing and give value where we saw it needed to be fit. So it's an amazing opportunity for joining this team. And you might not have even known that. We didn't.
No, definitely didn't. I had no idea that I was in the #1 team in the network. That's for sure. I didn't even know what coaching was. I just kind of did what I was doing, and I shared on social media. That's basically what you do as a coach. A lot of people are curious though, how do you even, what do you do on a daily basis? And so what we do really is run challenge groups. So Beachbody is this company that's been around forever, and they actually have fitness programs that are developed by professionals. So we have the best top of the line trainers developing these programs, many different programs for all the fitness levels and for all lengths and times, and for busy people to get, fitness done. And they put out these programs with nutrition guides. So every single fitness program has a specific fitness guide that is developed by nutritionists so that they are getting the best nutrition for that fitness program and getting the best results. So what we do as coaches is we do these programs ourselves. In other words, we're products of the product. Then we share this on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook. We run it through many different sites. We talk to people about them, and we invite people to join us in these challenge groups. Now, what we do in these challenge groups is not necessarily coach anybody through a fitness program. We are not personal trainers. We are just simply people who have done the programs and who have techniques and skills and things that most of the average people don't have. And so what we do really well well is just teach them how to follow these programs. So when they couple this, like we have what we call our secret to success, which is our fitness program plus Shakeology or our nutritional supplement lines, depending on the program they're doing, plus clean eating, which is just a healthy, flexible diet with room for cheats. And, it's not anything drastic. We just walk them through these programs and we help them by just telling them, like helping them to get it done. Both Kristen and I, if you guys noticed in the beginning, we have 3 kids each of us. Yes. We both work full time. I'm still a flight attendant. I still work. I don't nurse anymore. I actually was able to retire from my nursing job thanks to coaching about 2 years ago. But Kristen still works now. She works part time. But we still worked full time for a really long time. When we first signed up, I actually worked 2 jobs when I first signed up. So basically, how are people going to, like, people know what they need to do, they just don't know how to do it. So it's meal prepping tips, it's how to, when do you squeeze in your workouts, it's having these Zoom like little accountability groups that we have where we, people are inspired by one another, by the community to get things done. So basically we don't give them what to do, we give them how to do it. And then we provide support, accountability, tips, motivation, healthy recipes, and just teach them how to meal prep and how to get it done and how to squeeze it into their daily lives. And what that produces is amazing results, not only on ourselves, because you've seen Kristen's story and you're now seeing mine, but there is so many, like literally hundreds of women who are doing this on a daily basis and getting real results, which Beachbody is crazy enough to say that if you don't get results, they'll give you your money back. Like, what company does that? And that's just because they really think that they have this nailed down with that secret to success, which is the fitness program, Shakeology, and clean eating. But we teach them this in a challenge group. So that's basically on a daily basis, that is what we do. We run challenge groups. We help people get results. And when they get results, either 2 things happen. Either they become coaches themselves because they believe, they see the mission and they want in on it. Other people start to notice their results and they want in on what they're doing. Or they become sources of referrals for us because they're literally walking billboards of our products or of what we're doing with them. So it just comes back tenfold. And so we have success by helping other people have success, which is really fulfilling and really fun to do. Chris, you want to tell them about the benefits of coaching?
Yes. So now thinking back on to what Bianca just shared, who we are, how we share, running our groups, our benefits, income, bonus trips, anything related to becoming a coach and paying it forward is directly related to the amount of people that we serve. There was never a time in my journey whether I was in the best shape of my life, I went through a pregnancy and was coaching, I went through my postpartum journey, I put it out there at different seasons of my life. And by helping people every single month, every single day of sharing, even on my social media, and getting people who check it on my Instagram stories every single morning to see when I'm getting my workout in, it has allowed my family and I to travel with my best friends and my team. A couple of years ago, my husband and I couldn't even afford to go to the beach for 2 days. We both were college graduates. We both have very successful careers, but with kids and starting a family very young, we had a lot of debt. We had a lot of credit card bills. We had investments that weren't the best choices. So we didn't get the luxury of traveling. We worked so hard and there was never anything extra to put aside for a vacation. Now my husband and I have been to LA. We've been to Mexico twice. We've been on a cruise. We've been to Maryland. We've did an impromptu trip down to Disney twice with our children. We set our own hours. And like Bianca said, I stay as a nurse to keep my nursing license active. Otherwise, this went from a hobby around my full-time job to becoming a part-time job to now a full-time income where I get rewarded for helping people. I get free swag for finishing programs. My challengers get free swag. I get to pick my hours. So in the mornings when I work out, that's part of me getting my to-do list done. Bonuses, paid trips, and I get to be around people who are working on themselves daily. I come from a very negative mindset and background. So every single day, just getting that little oomph keeps me going and keeps me in the right frame of mind from living my dreams and getting to design the life that my family and I desire. It is the number one benefit of being a coach, that I get control of my time.
That's awesome. Right, let me pull up the next slide. So I will talk to you guys about how you can be successful. But you know what, before I even go into that, I want to go a little bit into how you make money, because I know that this is not in this PowerPoint, and it's probably the number one question on you guys' minds. So let's talk about how you make money really quick. There are two ways. Well, actually, there are many ways. There's actually 3 or 4 ways that you can make money with Beachbody. But the number one where most coaches coming into the business make money is with commissions. So everything that you market or that anybody purchases from your website, right? As a coach, you have a website. There's no inventory. You don't need to purchase anything. You're not selling anything. You're simply sending people a link, and they're ordering whatever they want off of the website. Once they order from the website, Beachbody takes care of everything. They ship it to them. They provide the customer service. They provide the whatever, if they need some kind of like IT help or anything like that. They actually take care of it for you. So you don't have to deal with any of that. You're actually just helping them through the program, like I've mentioned before. For that, each time they order anything off that website, you get either a bonus or you get a 25% commission. The bonus sometimes higher depending on what they order. You also have a second way of earning an income, which is by growing a team. So like I mentioned before, if let's say you sign up a couple of people this month, that's like, we always like kind of aim for 3 people a month. By Beachbody standards, if you help 3 people get started on their journey each month, you are a successful coach. And that just provides you with residual income. Let's say they continue to stay on the supplements. You still, every time they order something, you're still earning whatever commission from whatever they order. Aside from that, let's say those 2 people that are 2 or 3 people that started this month, let's say they have amazing results, and then they're friends or family start to notice and they want to do it as well. They can sign up as a coach. They then will be coaching your team in your downline. And every time that your coaches on your downline, they sign up people, they also get something called volume. Now, whatever they sell, whatever people buy off their website is theirs to keep. You don't get a cent off of that. But Beachbody thinks that, if you're a leader and you are teaching other people how to duplicate this business, that you also deserve an income, or you deserve to be rewarded for that. And so they give you something called team cycle bonus. So once you start growing a team, that's a second way in which you grow an income. And every time you grow in rank, you advance in rank, that pay or that commission or that bonus goes up. So you can literally be giving yourself a raise every time you rank advance, which is pretty awesome. So that's just to touch lightly on what it is. A lot of people want to know how much exactly can I make. It really is such it's so hard for us to tell you how much you're going to make, because it varies. Some people come in and they hit the ground running and they make a ton of money right in the beginning, and then they don't, they kind of drop off and don't do anything else, and then they don't make any more money. So it's rather for us as coaches, as your coaches, to see you be successful. We aim for 3 new clients a month, and as long as you are continuing to grow and you continue to share and you continue to invite people to join your challenge groups, that income will grow and grow and grow, because it's something called residual income. Now we can explain that a little bit more if you decide to join the team, or if you want to look at the compensation plan, we'll be happy to send that to you. But that's just to touch on, slightly on the edge of, like on the tip of it, so you guys have an idea of how we make money. But how can you be successful? You get the online training, you'll get coach manuals, you get guides, scripts, guys. It's really a system that's been passed down from our top coach to Kristen, to Kristen's coach, to Kristen, to myself, to my team. And it's just a system that's duplicatable. This business is as simple as it gets. You follow the programs, you invite people to join you, and you run these challenge groups, which when you first start, you won't be running these challenge groups right away. You will be joining one of ours as an apprentice coach. You will do that for a couple months until you feel safe and secure to start your own challenge groups, and then you can put your own spice, your own kick on it. Everybody likes to do things a little bit different. It is your business to run. So you will have all the guidance that you need. You have all the resources. Like I said, we come from the #1 team in the network, so our system, it's been proven to work. But all that's up to you is just following the training, and then holding your end of the bargain with following the program and inviting people to join you. Kristen, you want to do the next slide?
Yeah. So when I became a coach, it was the same amount of money that it would have cost me to sign up as a customer. It was amazing. I knew at that time it was a big investment for myself with a young family, but I said, I need something for at home. I need quick. I love HIIT workouts. So what else do I need? I needed the meal plan, and I needed to make sure that I was supplementing my body correctly with the right dense nutrition every single day. And so I invested in what's called a challenge pack. And by doing that, they also said, okay, we are going to waive your initial sign-up fee to become a coach. And I said, all right, well, what exactly is involved with the coach membership? Now that that's waived, I got to trial the challenge pack for 30 days for free. If I didn't like it, if I didn't like the Shakeology, if I didn't like the Energize that you guys see me drinking every single morning before my workout, my Hydrate during my workout, my Recover, any of the supplements, I could use them completely and send them back if it didn't work. After 2 weeks, I was a fan. I knew that this was the ticket to getting me to the results that I was after. And so I didn't return. And then the following month, because I was enrolled as a coach, they told me that I could have 25% off of all the products. I didn't have to order any, but 25% off. Again, I wanted to save money. I knew that this was a great investment in my health. I was starting to actually save money at the grocery store, if you can believe that. I was saving money on vitamins and protein powder and amino acids and digestive enzymes and adaptogen herbs, all these things that I used to spend so much money on another supplement store for. I was getting 25% off, artificial free, GMO free, and I only had to pay $15.95 a month to have that discount. Now, when I transitioned into the hobby working coach, that $15.95, it also gave me the ability to earn a 25% commission, just like Bianca was saying, back to how we earn. It was giving me tech support. It was giving me customer service. I didn't have to do anything except for do what Bianca was saying and collect a paycheck, direct deposit every single week because of that $15.95. My websites were there. And by the way, my husband, he was military, former military, so he was a veteran. So he sent in his forms and his business is waived. So he even has his own little piece of the property. So if you think about this, if you're thinking about investing in your health and you're thinking about long-term, what better way than to save money, get into this journey with us, get your mindset right. And then if people along the way want to join, or if you start to really catch belief and vision and see where this could help thousands of people like it did for us, you have all the tools right there. You could literally have $1 million business and pay $15.95 a month. I don't know any other company out there that is going to give you that kind of position, but I didn't have to have a fancy degree. I didn't have to go to school. I did go to my own school, my Beachbody school. I did earn my Beachbody degree with learning, but I had systems set up for me, and there was no cancellation fees. There's no hidden cost, and there was never any surprise fees. If I was overcharged at any point, which happened once, they automatically refunded me. It's a very caring company that is family-centered, and they want to make sure that you're taken care of. And that was my cost for investing in something that completely changed my family's life. Was my first challenge pack.
Yeah. But don't get caught up in the $40, like thinking that it's a $40 business. You're only going to make $40. Don't get caught up in that. There's a lot of coaches making 6 figures a year. I'm not there yet, so I can't claim that, but I'm getting closer. That is my goal. And, so don't get caught up on the small fee that it takes to start up the business, because it is definitely going, whatever efforts that you're willing to put into the business is whatever money you can make. So the potential is there. You just really have to apply yourself. It's like Kristen said, she went to Beachbody school. When you sign up to go to like to go to school. You pay for your degree, right? You spend two or 4 years earning that degree, and then you come out of that degree holding an education, but then you got to go find a job, and you have all these loans and all these things to pay for. So this is actually like a university that you're going to go to, and you get paid as you're learning. So you don't have to wait until you're done learning everything to start coaching. You can start coaching right away and making money right away, which is really cool. So if you're thinking that this may be for you, and questioning like, how do I sign up? You really need to talk to the person that invited you to watch this call. We have a lot of coaches on our team. Perhaps somebody gave you this link for you to watch, and you're looking at me and Kristen like, I've never seen y'all before. Who the heck are you? So we are just the leaders, the face of the organization. That doesn't mean that, you know, you are not gonna have support with whoever invited you to this call. We are one big happy family. We all help each other out. So talk to the person that invited you, who sent you the link. You're gonna talk to them about your goals. You're going to tell them what exactly are you trying to accomplish physically. Some people need to lose weight. Some people just need to tone. Some people just need to eat a little healthier. It really goes with what your personal goals are. Together with that coach, you're going to pick a fitness program, and you're going to order your pack. Again, like Kristen described it so well, like if you sign up with the challenge pack, you don't have to pay the coach sign up fee, which is awesome. So even if in 30 days you decide that, I really love the program, but I don't think coaching is for me, you can just cancel your coach membership and stay as a client. If you hate the program, you say this is crap and I never want to do this again, you can definitely return it. You can just cancel your whole account and go your merry way. There's no contract. You're not signing a contract when you do this. So you will join the next challenge group that we have set up. And then at that point, once you start getting the results, you can decide if you want to walk with this business, if you want to run with it, if you want to fly. You are the CEO of your business. We're not going to tell you what to do, how many challenge packs you need to sell. We're not going to tell you how many people to sign up. We give you a guideline based on what other people's success has been, but you are definitely the one that's going to call the shots. You're going to tell us how you want to run the business. Perhaps you have a whole lot of time. The kids are, you know, away at camp or something, and you have a lot of time and you'd like to invest in this and see where it will take you. Fantastic. We'll take your hand and we'll show you how to do that. Perhaps you don't have any time. Perhaps your kids are not in school and you have everybody at home, and right now all you can do is squeeze in 30 minutes for a workout. Perfect. We'll take your hand and we'll teach you how to do that as well. So no matter how much time, if you have a lot of time or little time, if you have the desire to make your life better, if you have the desire to get healthy, if you have the desire to inspire people, there is a reason why you're on this call. There's a reason why you were pushed to click on that link. And I don't believe anything happens for, you know, without a reason. I think that you got this and you are watching it for a reason. So if this tugs at your heart for any reason, whatever vision that you have for yourself and what we're speaking is speaking to you, then I just encourage you, take this opportunity. The worst that can happen is you lose a bunch of weight and you look fantastic this summer. That, you know, that's definitely the worst thing that can happen. So if you decide the business is not for you, not a problem. But I bet you're going to start it and you're going to love it just like I did. Kristen, you want to end the call?
Yes. And if you're sitting here thinking, I don't have a transformation, I lack the confidence to put myself out there, I'm unsure of my goals for my future, I'm struggling so much right now emotionally with my own habits, how am I going to be able to teach others? If you're asking yourself those questions, then you are in the perfect place. Because when you go through this transformation from the inside out, when you discover deep down a purpose and a passion that you probably didn't even know is sitting down there deep, deep down, when you're allowing yourself to dream again and see yourself in a different place than where you are now, those problems, the solutions that you find become your story. And it becomes the most powerful story that nobody can ever take away from you. It's the easiest sharing tool that you could ever give to somebody else because it's honest, truth, and from the heart. So if you're thinking about that, if you're thinking about your fears, write them down right now, journal them. Think of where you want to be and what solutions need to get you there. What's the vessel? What is it going to take for you to start taking control over your circumstances? I laid in my bed, a depressed mother, unsure of how she was even going to live the next day from the amount of depression and negativity that I was consumed in. I was told that I had to work in order to not lose our house. I didn't have childcare. We had a family tragedy, and I was stuck, unable to move. I had to make a decision. I wasn't sure what that decision was going to look like, but I just went with my gut instinct. I knew that I needed to find happiness again, and I knew that I wanted to feel love and community, and I found that through this opportunity. If you would have asked me back then if I would be where I am now, I would have probably told you my goals so much different. But now I see success as being in control of the driver's seat, picking where my time goes, allowing myself to be at home with my children, working with my best friends, and joining a sisterhood and bringing more couples and families together, teaching preventative health and care, which Bianca and I took an oath to in nursing school, that we were going to be the beacons of light to getting people over their problems and helping them with a plan, and then going back and reassessing if the plan didn't go the way it was going in the first place. So if you're thinking of those things, if you're thinking of your fears right now, I want you to really ask yourself, what do you have to lose? What kind of life do you want to be living right now? How could you optimize it and enrich it and make it the perfect scenario that you are looking for right now? Because we have the steps. We have it for you guys. And we are so thrilled and honored if you allow us to serve you. And I hope you're excited, because this is amazing. We are going places very soon, y'all. And we're excited that you hopped on. Thank you.
Off the screen share. Okay, so that was it. That's what we have for you guys. We promised that we were going to try to keep it short, and we did. We went a little bit over what we originally wanted to go, but hopefully you were able to get all the information that you needed to make a decision about this. Maybe you have questions. If you do, please message us or message the person who invited you. Let them know exactly what your questions are. We're definitely an open book. Like, we gained zero. We gained absolutely nothing from convincing somebody to join as a coach. We don't want to talk you into it. We want you guys to make an informed decision, and that is exactly why we host these calls. So we are different. We are like 100% open. You ask us what you need to know, and we'll tell you, because the coaches that come into this business and do well are the coaches that are well informed and they're ready to roll, right? They come in and they're like ready to hit the ground running. They start their challenge group. They start talking to people, and they just do amazing. So if that's you, we would love to have you on our team. We have a new coach training starting soon as well. So along with the new program that just came out, which is going to be fantastic for summer, you guys have a lot of tools, a lot of resources that would benefit you in starting as a new coach right now. So it's a great time to join. All right, guys, thank you so much for spending the night with us. We really appreciate you taking your time.
Can we real quick post the link to our sneak peek on the Facebook group? You guys want the link? We also, if you want to recap, if you didn't get to hear this entire call and you don't really have much time, we do have 7 short posts that will recap the information and give you more in-depth details. If you want to get into that group, let us know, and we can make sure that you are put in there as well.
Yes, that's awesome. All right. All right, guys. Have a great night. Thank you for joining us. Bye.